Hi everyone, so this video is all about how to work out your calories. How many calories do you need? This is a little bit complex, so what I want you to do is go and grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper, and if you haven't got a pen and a piece of paper out in front of you now, then what I suggest you do is just pause this video because there will be a little bit of mathematical calculation. Not my strong point, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna talk you through it as best I can, and then we will go from there. So, first things first is a fact for you, and that is that 1 pound of fat contains 3,500 calories. So in order for you to lose 1 pound a week, then you need to be looking at losing or deducting 500 calories per day in order to hit that target of 1 pound a week dropped. So I know it can be variable day to day, and we can talk about that and we can go through how slow or how fast, and we will also look at that within the coming video, so how quickly you actually want to lose that weight as well, and if you're going out, how to overcome that as well. But this is the calculation to make sure that you can work out how many calories you burn right now, and that's the first equation that we're going to start with. So if you are male and female, the equations are going to be slightly different. They're not going to be the same for both male and female. They are different. So the principles are similar. So the first thing is that you would do 10 times your weight in kilograms. And that's obviously individual to you. Then you are going to do 6.25 times your height in centimeters. And you're going to add those two results together. Then you're going to do 5 times your age, and you're going to minus that from that figure that you've got. And then if you are male, you're going to add 5 to that figure, and if you are female, you're going to minus 161 to that figure. So that is where we're going to start. So with the video, if we just zoom in on that equation, so what I want you guys to do is work out what figure that's going to come out as for you. And then what we're going to do on the next part of the video is we're going to multiply that equation by your activity level. So get going on that maths equation, work out how many calories that brings you to, and I will see you in part 2. So part number 2 of this calorie equation. So hopefully you guys have got your maintenance calories. You've created the specific amount of calories from the previous equation. Now what we need to do is multiply those amount of calories by the amount of activity that you are doing. So when you're multiplying it by the activity level, which is step number 2, you've got a variety of different options. So you've got sedentary, which is no exercise at all. And if that is you, then you're going to multiply the previous figure by 1.2. If it's mild, which is 1 to 3 20-minute sessions per week, it's 1.3. If you're moderate, which the majority of you will be, which is 3 to 4 60-minute sessions per week, it's 1.5. You want to multiply that previous figure by. And if it's high, 5 to 7 60-minute sessions a week, then you're looking at 1.7. So that will give you your maintenance calories, but you are not done, because you would like to be in a deficit to ensure that you lose a pound a week. So what you need to work out then is how quickly or how big you want that deficit to be. So depending on how big that deficit is will mean how much weight you will lose over time. So if you start with a 15% deficit, it's going to be more manageable for you because you're still going to be able to go out, have a bit of a good time, and it's slow and steady. It means you are still going to be losing weight, but it is going to be slow and steady. It's going to be continuous as well, which is awesome. Then you've got the 20% deficit, which is the average loss, and most people actually prefer that 20% because it gives them a little bit of a buffer, but also means that they are on track with their weight loss goals as well. Then we've got a 25% deficit, which is a moderate loss. It gets good results in the early stages, and then we just need to regulate that as we go. So that is a 25% deficit. A 30% deficit I would not recommend. My main reason for that is really, really strict dieting. And what you need to be careful of is that your body needs to be learning how to how to build up its metabolism and use the energy. And when you're here in sessions, what you need to do is have that energy to mean that you perform well when you're here at the sessions as well. So I would say that majority of you need to be either sticking to 15%, 20% or 25%. So once you've picked that, then from your maintenance calories, what you had from step 1 and step 2, that figure, you're going to multiply that by either 0.15, 0.20 or 0.25. And then once you've done that, you are then going to minus step 3's figure from step 2's figure. And that will then give you your calories. So hopefully you've understood this equation. I know it is fairly complex, but if you've got any queries, any questions, let me know. And I look forward to catching up with you on the next video. Take care.